two. This is part two on, right? Is this your home or that's your home? Right? I don't know what happened. There was some type of difficulty, um, audio difficulties in part one. I apologize for that. But I knew that when I set everything up, something had happened. Something had happened. It it kind of like put my voice on mute. On mute. I just checked it on mute. So, but you know what? We're not gonna let that happen. We're not gonna let that happen. We're gonna keep going on. This is part two. This is part two. Let me tell you something. We have to stay home. We have to stay home. Now, the home that I'm talking about is out here society home. And some people, I'm telling you, keep it real with you. Some people may say, I gotta stay home. That's in these concentration camps. Because that's normal to them. Being out in the world, being out here in society is abnormal. They have to pay bills. They have to get on the train. They have to get on the buses. They gotta pay every bill, cell phone bill, clothes, everything. They have to pay that. They want to go where it makes sense, where they've been there for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, but that it makes sense, where that they feel that they have control over the movement in there. And what happens is that when you have a mindset of that, it's very dangerous for yourself and anybody around you. Anybody around you. This is your home. If you have to commit crime and do all these other things for just to be inside your home that you consider your home, that's down here at the bottom, that means that you are institutionalized and that there's some type of mental health problem going on with yourself, that you've been going back and forth inside these places for over 30, 40 years, giving these folks 10 years, 8 years, 12 years, so off and so on. I want you to understand that this place that you have to bring what? This mental health slavery upon you, that you feel that this place is your home. And that out here in society is not home, it's abnormal. That you consider this prison. That you consider this prison. That you cannot fight against the odds, whatever odds that they put forth, that you cannot fight against. So you consider this prison because you got to pay bills, you got to have emotional movement, you got to pay this, you got to pay that, you got to pay this, you got to pay that. So you feel that this is prison and that this is home at the bottom of the screen. In my thumbnail, this is home and that's prison up there, your wife and children and being free out in society. Yeah, this is true, man. This is true. They can, these folks can work a number on your mind, body, and soul. Once a person's mind is being indoctrinated and being controlled, it's hard to reverse. It's hard to reverse after years and years and years and being indoctrinated with this concept, which is really, really dangerous. That's a dangerous concept. Very, very dangerous to believe that this place down here is your home. You can hear me now? I don't know what happened. I have no idea. It looks like, how you doing? What's up, Mark? Gabriel, how you doing? I don't know what happened. Somebody did that. I mean, when I did everything, set everything up, they must have had my voice on mute, so you couldn't hear me. So this is part two. This is part two, right, of what I was talking about, right? Is this your home up, right, in my thumbnail or the bottom? After this, I'm going to put my thumbnail up. This is part two. This is part two. And you know your home, they say your home is what you make it. Well, what if it's garbage and sleeping in doo-doo? Is that home? No, that's not home. That's the circumstances that you, under some way, somehow, that you are forced to live in. You are forced to take what? To take these places and turn them to what? And turn them to brief circumstances that's in your life. That is not your home. That is not your home. That is not your home down there. So we have to understand this as what? As the individual descendants, as we progress throughout society. Because I'm telling you, this place down here, these jails, this concentration camp, that's not your home. That's not your home. And I want you to break the psychological chain of slavery upon your mind for you believing that this is home. This is not true. What's home is up there in the corner. Your wife, your children, your family, your loved ones, that's home. And this is what we need to get back to every night. It is your job to get back to your home every night. It's your job to avoid pitfalls, right, and blackouts, right, and to get you to make decisions so that you won't be around your family no more, so that you may enter this place that they call home. And this place is a penitentiary and jail and prison and wild meat pens. We don't want anything like that. We don't want that. I don't want that for you, and you don't want that for me. So what can we do to deter each other from out of these places? It's to keep fighting. It's to keep fighting. It's to keep fighting to do what? To educate each other. Because I know that it's difficult and hard. I know it's difficult and hard. And what I mean by that, you may have to make decisions that depend on your life and your family, that depends on your home. By making these decisions, you're saying that I'm never going to be there anymore. These decisions are really hard for a man. But some people never had to make a decision like that. Their decisions was based on prison. This is their home. This is all they know. And this is what their mind is telling them, that this is all they know, because they've been indoctrinated. So it's hard. It's hard to break. That's right. That's right, Mark. So it's hard to break this concept of prison. You may not have family. You may not have no one. This is true. We understand that. You may not have no one. Your family members may have passed away. Your mother, your father, your brothers and sisters. You may have been an only child. I don't know your circumstances, but I'm letting you know that this is your home. This is your new home up there. You see the picture up there on top? You can start to procreate your new home out in society. Give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance. This is an actual true fact. And by giving yourself a chance, you may have this home right up there instead of having that home down there, eating soup, 3 meals in a cot, and everything else, where things make sense to you, where it's normal and society's abnormal. This is an actual true fact. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, this is part 2. This is part 2. Yeah, this is part 2. Part 1, that was hate. Whatever they did to me for not having my audio on, you didn't hear it. It was really, really good. So I got to make this twice better than part 1. We have to have motion and movement. We have to stay out of these places that we are calling home, and you're calling these jails and concentration camp home. We have to do what? We have to cut this at the head and eradicate it, so the next generation do not go into these places and they can make these places their home, away from their home, their original home, away from their family, their loved ones, their wives and daughters, their children, mother. That's not your home. That's not your home. This is your home up there, up top. If you look at the thumbnail, this is an actual true fact. And I want you to be really, really careful. That's right, Mark. Be really, really careful out here. Because one certain move, you could end up in this home permanent. It's an actual true fact. You can end up in this home permanent that they call home. And I need for you to understand that. I know a lot of things that's going on in your life. Your back is against the wall. You owe you owe a lot of rent. People's acting funny with you. Your boss is not giving you enough hours. He giving somebody else hours and overtime. You're not making ends meet. You lost you didn't pay your car note. You didn't pay your car insurance, stuff like that. Do not lose hope. Do not lose hope. Do not give up this home that's up in the corner for this home. For this home at the bottom. It may be a dark, dark path for you. It will be a dark, dark path for you. I don't want you to go there. You are out here in society. Make it happen. This world's too big for you to do what? For you to make decisions and call this place down at the bottom your home. This is an actual true fact. Your home is up there. If you don't have friends, family right now, your loved ones and your future children that you don't know that you have, but you want to gear towards that. I'd rather gear towards that than gear towards that. It's an actual fact. Yes, Mark. Yes, I'm happy that you are here. I'm happy that you are here. That's right. I'm happy that you are here. And each one teach one. This is what we need to do. Now, is this your home up there in the thumbnail or is your home down there? You got to ask yourself, which one is your home? In my thumbnail. And then at the bottom, it's going to be there for you. This is part 2. We got to cut this virus. We got to cut this parasite. We got to cut this illness that's plaguing our minds, our community, our society, and our civilization of able descendants. This is true. This is true. This is trickery. It's falsehood and everything else to trick you out of your freedom of saying this right here is not your home, but this is your home. I need for you to understand that. This is part 2. This is part 2. And I thank you so much for being here with me. I really appreciate it. You don't have to be here with me. I want you to have motion and movement and have a blessed day. Have a blessed day, Team Flow. Peace. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, 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 peace.